Okay. Are you guys good? Krista and Andrew?
I think so. Can you hear us?
Oh, yes. God is good. All right. Because I was just like, damn, I'm stressing.
Because the
But
settings, the settings messed up.
I had it on lockdown, guys. Not a worry. They were waiting. They were entertained. So, okay, let's get down to it now. All right, guys. So, for the people that don't know you guys, okay, for I'm pretty sure all the CashSwipe clients are watching this right now. You're like Krista, right, Andrew? But for the people that don't know you, what's your guys' name, and where are you guys actually from?
Okay. So, Krista,
My name's Andrew.
yep. We're from Kentucky, but we're currently living in Texas right now.
Okay, love it, love it. How you guys like in Texas?
We like the warmth.
Yeah.
We like how it's warm down here.
Well,
Not
usually
dealing with the elements
cold.
anymore, right?
Yes, right.
Love that. Love that. And what do you guys currently do for a living? Or let's go like this. What were you guys doing for a living before starting merchant services?
So I did Walmart for 10 years between the store, and then I also worked for the distribution center. And then
I was in law enforcement for 5 years, and then I resigned from law enforcement. Then I went into recruiting for the Army National Guard, and then that's when we started this. About a year into recruiting.
yeah.
And then Krista, you also have a military background as well, right?
Yeah, I did 7 years in the Army Reserves.
I love that. Thank you for your guys' service. And then just to confirm, guys, the audience, guys, can you guys hear us? Give us a thumbs up or just say yes on the chat, please. Okay, cool. So they can hear us. Tony, fix your sound, brother. All right, let's get to it. So, what side hustles or businesses have you guys tried? And it could be separately or as a couple.
So we hadn't tried anything until we did this. We actually got a Airbnb at the same time we started this. So, but other than that, these are Airbnb and this is the only two things we ever did.
And how's Airbnb going for you guys? I mean, I've done it myself. I could tell you stories.
We're actually like selling the property right now.
Okay. Okay. Makes
It was
sense.
okay. Yeah, it was okay.
It's really the HOA that forced us to do that.
We bought it in an HOA and it just got a little messy, so we ended up having to sell. But it was okay. Wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be, but is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Matt, can you help Tony shoot him a DM? Cause he still can't hear. Okay. And that's great, guys. I mean, it sucks that HOA, has strict policies and it's just changing day by day, right? So, guys, if you guys are thinking of doing Airbnb or you're currently doing Airbnb, be careful, especially if you get a condo or you have a homeowner association, because they could go ahead and just write a policy, right?
Yep.
It just takes
Yep.
one person. It just takes one
Yep.
person to throw a party at an Airbnb at a HOA association, dude, and you're done, right? So
Yep.
I get it. I get it. That sucks. So let's get to how you guys found merchant services. So how did you guys start like actually knowing about it? And then what did you guys do to actually research before getting into it?
So I'm the one who came across it. I was looking because I knew I was going to be losing my job. So I was looking for something different. I didn't want to go back into a regular 9 to 5. So I started looking into real estate. And because I was doing that, I guess the algorithm threw you in there. And so I started following your page and I didn't know anything about it up until then. And I followed you for a while before I actually reached out and started like doing more research into it. But yeah, and then he never knew anything about it until I told him about it.
Man, how are you not going to tell Andrew right away? He's like, hey, there's this like former cop and like sort of similar like background like you, Andrew. 5 years, 7 years, dude, right there,
Yeah.
right? We could have been buddies on the road. But Krista and Andrew, let's get down to mindset. As you guys know, mindset is huge when it comes to entrepreneurship and in business and in sales, right? Because we are our own worst enemy. And I truly believe that, right? We are our
Yep.
own worst critic. So, what are some limiting beliefs or reserves that you guys had when you guys were researching this type of business?
I think we talked about this before. I think both of us was kind of like, we just never done anything like this before. We never, nobody in our family had ever done it. We never knew anything outside of just getting a job, a steady job, and going and doing that and retiring from it. So something that was like this, an idea of even passive income, we had never explored that at all. But or making an income without trading your time for money, like it was just something completely different to us. So I think that was kind of like a limiting belief we had to get past, because he thought it was a scam. Like that was just his first thing. He was like, that just looks like a scam.
Cops.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame you, dude. Back then, I was just like, there's no way these people online are making any money. There's no way, right? But little do you know, the world's changing, right? So got to move with the times, right? Andrew, let's hear your perspective, dude. Like, what was your initial thoughts, man? You were just like, there's no way. There's no way this is the truth.
I mean, yeah, it wouldn't. So it come down to, I think we did the closing call, or what was it?
I don't know.
We were on the phone with somebody, and it come time for us to pay to get into the program, and I was like, "This is a scam," but I'm going to trust your judgment, and I did, and here we are, living in Texas now, and I do it again.
I love that. I love that, man. So you guys didn't have friends, families, or associates that were entrepreneurs. So you guys are essentially like the first to do anything like this. Which did you guys tell anyone before like jumping into it, or did you guys just let it happen? And then once you guys got some results, you started like telling people?
I didn't tell anybody because I know that I wouldn't really have people understand it. Not that they wouldn't be supportive, but they would just naysay and not understand it. And I suggested that he didn't tell anybody, but he opted to tell people. And what did your dad tell you?
Yeah, I told my dad, and he said it was a pyramid scheme.
And he still says that.
He still thinks it is.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let him keep believing that, and I'm going to go on and do what I got to do.
Yeah.
You know my rebuttal to people that say pyramid schemes. I go, okay, fair enough. I was like, can you explain to me how a pyramid scheme works? Well, you gotta go ahead and find somebody, and then they find somebody, and then they find somebody, and then they find somebody, right? And typically that's everyone's explanation of a pyramid scheme. And I'm like, okay, but that's not what I'm doing. I love that. I love that. Okay. So guys, let's go ahead and now transition. Now you guys are in the business. You guys are official CashSwipe members. Okay. Break down your point of view, and it could be either Krista or Andrew, either or, guys, or if you guys want to go back and forth, how your initial 3 months went.
I think I'll answer this just because.
Well, yeah, I want to add something in there.
Okay. So when we first started this, he was a recruiter. So he was working 60, 70 hours a week. So this was initially supposed to be my thing, since I lost my job at Walmart because I moved for his job. So it's supposed to be my thing. So the first 3 months was me trying and failing, and basically just feeling sorry for myself and then not taking action, because I just got in my head thinking that this was something I couldn't do because I had one failed attempt. And yeah, so the first 3 months was just spent me not taking action just because of my own getting in my own way. What did you want to add?
So I think mine. So I think I was doing it a little bit when I was recruiting, whatnot, on the weekends.
Maybe.
But I think the biggest, I guess, breakthrough, and I don't know if I'm veering off the question, but
you're fine, man.
Really, what pushed me forward was, to be honest, meeting you in Atlanta at I believe it was the Mastermind.
Mm-hmm.
Being there with you all in the room was like, this is real. Like, I can do this. Yeah. And seeing I guess the potential that you can build on and what you can get to.
And I think the Mastermind in Atlanta was in the first 5 to 6 months of us being with CashSwipe.
Good. I always tell everybody, if you guys are able to make it to any of our events, and let's say your business is not moving because it's you versus you at that moment. Like it's just your mind that's playing those tricks because that's what it is. Your mind's playing tricks on you. That's why I tell
Mhm.
people get anxiety in life. And I was telling this to my team this morning. You know, we have a weekly meeting where same thing, like what I do with the clients, mindset training. You know, we talk about, you know, goals. We talk about going ahead and time management. We talk about, you know, what can go ahead and move the needle. But same thing, guys, if you're getting stuck currently and you're getting anxiety, the reason why you're getting anxiety is because your body wants you to move. Your body wants you to take action and you're not taking that action. And now what ends up happening is that anxiety turns into regret. So for you guys listening right now, you guys have to make sure that once you learn the basics, just make the moves, just get the reps. It's with
Mhm.
everything in life, guys. Taking imperfect action and just learning from real experience from people that don't know you, right? Because as you're going to learn the most, right? Right, guys?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. So let's talk about the strategy and why it works. Okay. Obviously, it works because you guys have 7 accounts. So like I was explaining, guys, the strategy that we use is we go ahead and it is the spearhead to the entire program because it's simplified for beginners. Okay. As you guys know, credit card processing, it could get technical, right? You could go ahead and offer various different items and terminals and databases and all that jazz. But at the end of the day, we love using this strategy, which is called the cash discount program. Okay. So, Krista, Andrew, in your guys' words, because you guys have sold it successfully, why is this strategy the primary strategy that we use? And why is it a big needle mover in this industry?
You wanna answer?
So really, it's like you can save merchants thousands of dollars. Um, Not always, but most of the time you can, depending on what they're already using, and they can reinvest that into their business. They can send their kids to college. They can buy that boat they've been wanting to buy, or that new vehicle, or take that vacation to wherever. And I mean, that's just money that they're paying to get paid,
Mhm. Yeah.
and
I
that's
love that.
So
huge.
basic, yeah, and just using those savings to kind of like paint a picture for them. I mean, once you get to know them and learn kind of maybe what's important to them, like if they have a family or whatever, and just kind of painting the picture of what that money can do for them, their business. Um, yeah, that's why the cash discount program is like just kind of like really good when you're out there
It's a no brainer.
talking to them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a no brainer. It makes sense, right? I
Mhm.
love that. So let's talk about some of your guys' experience. What would you guys say? Okay, and I'll let you guys decide between both of y'all. What was the toughest pain point for you guys in this business that is now simple for you?
I think for me, it was probably well at the time. We were doing a lot of business a day, and I think that for me, it was just like getting the rejection or the no's over and over and over and over again. And that was at the time when I was getting them, I was still fairly new to this. So, um, but now it's just like, okay, I'll come back in a week. See you in a week.
Yeah, I think that was probably the biggest pain point starting out was just the rejection, or not even the rejection, just the no's. Because even the no now doesn't mean no later. Like, some of our accounts that we did sign, they said they weren't like they didn't straight up say no, but they were just kind of like, not right now, and we just kept going back. And then because we kept going back, they eventually signed with us.
Yep.
So I think that was, and then so it's not really simple, but we understand that that's part of the process now. So I think that that's kind of really helped with the pain point. Is like just because they say no, we're not right now. We're just gonna keep going back.
So
Well, it.
go ahead, guys.
I mean, I don't know if this is gonna answer a different question you have, but it's really down to trust. They have to trust you because that's how their business makes money. That's how they support their family or their employees. So they have to trust you. They're not gonna sign up some random person.
Yeah, which comes with the follow ups.
Absolutely. Absolutely true. So, would you guys now say that the saying that our friend John Sarabia always says, is the money is in the follow-up. Is that true?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep.
All right, guys.
100%. Yeah.
Guys, for the people watching this right now, can you guys go ahead and comment the word trust? Go ahead and comment the word trust, guys. And if you're brand new to us and you're watching this live or you're watching the replay, we're going to make sure to hook you guys up with some free resources so you guys are able to learn what this power couple knows and how they're leveraging it to go ahead and scale their business right now. Okay. All right, cool. And guys, the audience is showing you guys love. All right. Very cool. So, all right. This is going to be my favorite question. When did you guys have that movie miracle moment where you were like, oh, like, okay, we got this, right? Tell us a story.
Yeah.
I'm a big story guy, guys. So whoever tells the best story, go ahead. Take it away.
I think that for both of us, it was probably our first few accounts, because that for us, it just proved that when we'd been putting a lot of work in, talking to a lot of people, and like getting a lot of rejection. And then once we were able to sign our first and then our second account, I think we both had that moment of, we can do this. And this is something that we want to do, and we want to do it long term. So that was definitely like, I think that was definitely our moment, was probably our second account. Because our first account, we were like, okay, we got an account. We ended up signing 4 accounts within 1 month. And that was because we were hitting it super hard. So that's really, I think that was like, okay, yeah, we can definitely do this, and we're going to do it. So
Drew, what do you got, man? What do you got? I see you smiling.
I think, well, that, and then the first residual check, honestly.
Yeah.
Seeing all that work that you put into it, actually you get money in return for that.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, yeah, I like to make money. I mean, you got to make money, but I like to be able to help people, especially when they can save a ton of money.
I love that. Love that. So we got a few questions for you guys. Okay. So this is coming directly from the audience now. What helped you guys sell accounts?
what helped us sell accounts?
Yeah, it could go training, it could go mindset, it could go experience, it could go mentorship. What helped you guys personally? If you were just to pick one, what helped you guys sell accounts?
For me, it would have been the trainings really helped, because I got a lot of, and I did a lot of where it was supposed to be my thing. I did like all the upfront trainings and the weekly trainings where he was just kind of like, doing his job. But those definitely helped me, because it helped me just to kind of know how to pitch, but also know how to leverage different things, how to negotiate. Like when I get to that point of negotiating, what I can and what I can't do. Like the training is definitely, I think, was what helped me.
Yeah. And I'm probably going to say probably the same, because, I mean, at the time I was in law enforcement, I didn't care to talk. I could talk to anybody, but I didn't know what to talk to them about.
Or how to sell.
Yeah. So, I mean, I had to do some training, and I would ask her too all the time, hey, what do I do with, what if they say this? What if they say this? So definitely the training.
I love that. Love that. Chris is getting ready to be a coach. Let's do it. All right. Okay. And guys, for the audience, we're running out of time here. So what I am going to do is I'm going to pick one more question, okay, from the audience, and then I'm going to go ahead and ask them a question from the list that I have. And then we're going to have to wrap it up. But here's the great part about this, guys. If you guys want to connect with Krista and Andrew, they are inside of our community, okay? So just type in their name. All right, they got an account, Krista and Andrew. Shoot them a message, talk to them. They're really nice folks. They could go ahead and help you out on this as well. Okay, cool. So let me pick a question from the list that we have here from our audience. Let's see. Do you have any rules or things you left behind after your first visit? Okay, I think the best one that's going to help a lot of people, okay, is because this is a limiting belief question. And I know you guys can crush it because you guys have done it several times. When someone says, Krista and Andrew, what about the competition? What do you tell them?
the competition, like a merchant asks us that, or
Well, no. When let's say you guys are, I'll give you guys a scenario. Let's say you guys are at the family dinner table, and then your
uh-huh.
guys' parents goes, "You guys got 7 accounts, but isn't there's 100 other credit card processing companies out there? Well, what about them?" I believe that's what the audience is
Okay.
asking right now. So what about the competition? Is it competitive?
Um,
Are you guys
yep.
scared? Does that deter you?
I mean, at the beginning, like I didn't. I was fresh to this. I didn't know anything about credit card processing. I didn't know anything about these companies. But what I quickly found out was our competition. Most merchants don't know who their agent is.
Mm,
Uh, I had one that I signed up. Well, we signed up an account 2 weeks ago. She didn't even know what company she was using.
damn.
So I don't really. Yeah, there's competition, but
There's not.
there's not. If that makes sense,
Yeah.
it's they don't know who they're using, and they don't know who to call. They're going to call 1-800 number and might eventually get a hold of somebody to fix their problem.
Yeah, that's the same. My answer is pretty much the same. Is there is competition, but there's not, because even the business owners that we've not signed, but we've just talked to. I've probably only been into that. I can remember one. I can probably on one hand businesses that I couldn't offer some kind of value, whether it was better customer service, savings, better equipment, whatever. Like I have been able to identify places that I can provide value in 90% of the businesses we've talked to.
And just for an example, on this last one that I signed up, she didn't want to do cash discount. I tried to spin it every way I could. She would not budge off cash discount. However, I was able to switch her with us on traditional. She's not saving any money.
Not a lot.
Well, not a lot, but she just trusted me and that I would be there for her whenever if she ever had any issues. So
That's a good point. So for the audience watching right now, okay, and I'll chime in on this because I love this angle, guys. So the strategy that we use here at CashSwipe and what Krista and Andrew are really good at is sharing the vision of how we can save business owners a ton of money with the strategy, right? But they had a merchant who was not budging. And that happens in business, right? You can't win them all. But
yeah.
instead, you guys pivoted like entrepreneurs and you guys were like, all right, well, you probably got along with her. You guys built foundation. And then ultimately, the biggest needle mover I see that you guys are really good at is trust, right? Andrew, did you throw in, yeah, I was a former cop as well?
Absolutely.
Ah, dude, that's game right there, guys. He knows the game. Okay. So when it comes down to it, they knew that the merchant wasn't going to budge with cash discount, but they wanted the business anyway. So you know what? Hey, let's go traditional. And she's like, okay, I like you guys so much. Let's switch. Right. And I bet, guys, what's your guys' opinion? You guys being local, does that help a lot?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. I would say it does most of the time, 90% of the time. Um, Especially for her because at the end of the day, I'm not really saving her much money, if any. Um, but for the people that can save thousands of dollars, yeah, because they want to know that you'll be close if they need to call you or if they have any issues with the terminals or the POSs.
Awesome. I love that. I love that. All right, guys. And this is the final question. Sorry to the audience. Like I said, guys, make sure to shoot up a DM. They are in the school community. Also, you can reach out to them on Instagram. Krista will make sure to go ahead. Krista and Andrew will make sure to go ahead and drop your guys' IGs, Instagrams on the chat. You guys are more than welcome to go ahead and interact in the chat as well as soon as you guys are done. But the last question that I have for the viewers, if someone was on the fence, okay, with joining a business like this, what would you guys tell them now with the experience that you guys have?
I would say I'm a really decisive person, so I don't really stay on the fence too much. Um, But if you are on the fence about it, it really, for me, it just came down to how bad I wanted something, a change, how bad I wanted something different. And if I was going to take risks and chances on something that was new and different to me and, figure it out as I go, or if I was just going to stay comfortable and not take those chances. But for me, like the things I wanted to accomplish in life, the changes I wanted to make, I was like, well, I got to do something that I've never tried before. So if you're on the fence, I think you just really need to think about what you're looking for, what led you to this, what are you trying to get out of it, and how bad do you want it, and how bad, like how many chances and risks are you willing to take to get there.
Yeah, so like I told you all earlier, I would do this again, 100%. And it's kind of, I took that leap. Well, I guess we took that leap. You can always make more money. You can't get back more time. So if you feel like this is what you want to do, and if you want to get to financial freedom, I mean, where we're at in life right now, we would have never been able to do what a year and a half ago before we signed up for this.
Yeah.
It's it's definitely changed our lives. And we're obviously not millionaires, but you don't have to be.
Yeah. It just opened a lot of doors for us. A lot of doors we didn't even know were available a year ago. So
I love that. And you guys are going to continue to build. And I know you guys are going to crush it in 2026. It's going to be fire, guys. I'm super excited for you. Guys, I'm trying to get them to speak on stage in Q2, okay, in 2026. All right. So just remember this. If you're watching the replay and you're like, hey, that's that couple that Paul interviewed a few months ago in December. Well, I'm claiming it right now. They will be speaking on stage. Okay. All right. But we got to get them to a certain threshold first. And I know they can do it. Right.
Can
All
I
right,
say
guys.
one more
Give it
thing?
up. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So for those people that are in the trenches and they're getting no's left and right and they feel like they're not getting anywhere, keep going back. Don't stop. Because this is what I went through. We were in the trenches. We felt like we weren't getting nowhere. And eventually, all of a sudden, it just like clicked. And we were getting accounts.
Yeah, I got 4 in 1 month.
So I mean, it's going to happen. You got to get enough no's to get a yes.
Yeah.
That's
and you'll
right.
get better as you go.
That's right. That's right. And I would love to go deeper into their story, guys, because they have such a wonderful story. I would want to for you guys to tell them how you guys were going to, the groups where you speak in public for public speaking and like all the training that you guys did and the self development and the mindset. I mean, it goes a lot deeper, guys. When you guys start a business, you guys are transforming yourself into the new version of yourself. It's more about it's not just about finances. It's more about who you are. What is your truth? Okay? So, give it up for Krista, give it up for Andrew. Put power couple down in the comments below, guys. Put power couple down in the comments below. And I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys what we have in store for you as far as free bonuses and courses. Guys, take care of yourselves. I will reach out to you guys later on. Thank you once again. Great story, great testimonial, and good job, guys. Take care.